Bank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And they'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season where he only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons, and he's hoping the new coach Liam Cohen can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And it pushes way forward to about the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
2nd and a couple. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action with Lawrence. A heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21. A good pickup there at 22.
That's another.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by Monk. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Lawrence will throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. In motion goes the tight end. They'll run with Etienne. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now Lawrence. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after here coming up.
For the extra point.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And when you see Justin Herbert, all you think about is he's easily one of the most talented quarterbacks in the NFL. He can make every throw, knows how to think his way through every game, and now the regular season success needs to carry over into the postseason.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From the 31, here's second down and 2. First carry of the game for Hassan Haskins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Chargers first down.
Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
First down, they'll stick with Haskins. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
This 2nd and 4. Another run for Haskins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
36 yards on the play.
Chargers, first down. 1st and goal, Chargers.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Haskins. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hassan Haskins, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Hassan Haskins. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. To the right side and complete to Thomas.
Lawrence's pass complete to Brian Thomas Jr. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Chargers' 49-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That is caught by a diving Thomas. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence now off the bootleg. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Cam Little
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, this from 53. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Third down and 13. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finds Johnston. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now he's going to step up and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Herbert. Jaguar pressure and Jaguar sack. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
So here's a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Intended for McConkey. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
A throw-out line going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Los Angeles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert now. That one complete to McConkey. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pass hauled in by Johnston. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Herbert back to the air. He's got another one to Johnston. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
16 yards. First down, Chargers.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man right side. That's McConkey. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
Two yards to go, second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Short throw to Disley. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
13 yards.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
Cam Little to kick off.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Nifty move. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now it's Herbert. Short throw to Disley. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
The bootleg. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To the air again, Herbert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Jasir Taylor there to drag him down defensively. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Davis now to return it. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chargers ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And running
room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Now this one finds McConkey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let him run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Short throw to Disley. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chargers.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert setting up the screen for Haskins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Chargers.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again to Haskins up the middle.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 7. Makes makes it 3rd and
2. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Haskins will score. Touchdown Chargers.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Chargers 14.
So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Hassan Haskins. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 24.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards right off the bat for a 1st down.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st down, right back to ETN.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A give, it's ETN off the option.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 21. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On the play. That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Lawrence. Washington from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And Parker, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Charger drive about to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Will Disley, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
They'll run it right side with Haskins. Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Devon Hamilton gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
It's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing and then throw in the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Lawrence.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert going to throw. Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
Straight ahead, here's Haskins.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Herbert. Short throw to Disley.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Now Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's heading to hand. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here now, 2nd and goal. On the give, it's Vidal.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.